And welcome to the Icebox in beautiful South Bend, Indiana tonight, where the Ames Bantam Orange team is going to face the junior Cougars of Grand River, Michigan here. As we get ready to start, we say go Flyers and get ready for an exciting game tonight. Starting line tonight will be the Smith, Way, Simonson line. And then on defense tonight, starting off will be Alcorn and Brem. Should be an exciting game. Here we go. The puck is dropped. Simonson sends it forward. Cougars send it off to the right wing. Alcorn intercepts, knocks it to center. Cougar has it heading and shoots on Tig, and Tig puts a glove on it, stopping the clock at 12:49. Great stop by our goalie, Tig Sams. We're going to form up over here on the Ames side. Simonson's going to take the puck. And he knocks it over to Soren. Soren knocks it back behind the goal. Alcorn puts it in the air and puts it in the corner. Cougars are looking for it. They shoot to the far side and miss. It goes to the blue line. And they're going to call offside, stopping the clock at 12:36. Forming up towards the center, the Simonson Way Smith line will have the puck. Simonson takes the drop. It goes towards the Cougars. Cougars knocks it forward and take off with it. Alcorn applies pressure, goes over to Brem. Brem kicks it back, and a Cougar loses a stick. Brem gets possession, shoots it up the blue line. It gets knocked back by a Cougar behind the net. In comes Alcorn, giving pressure to a Cougar. Rips it, comes up to Soren Smith. Soren sends it to center to Simonson. Gets over to Way, and Way battles it, gets it across the blue line into Cougar territory. Simonson brings it to Cougar territory. Cougars get a hold of it. In between him is Schomer. Schomer's going to apply pressure and block. They're going to shoot and score. Number 24 on the Cougars scores the shot. And that'll make it 1-0 Cougars at the 12-minute mark here in the first period here in South Bend. All right, it's the Battershell, Mangus, and Wickware offensive line with Jansen and Schomer on D. Battershell's taking the drop. Knocks it into Cougar territory. Cougar shoots it over, and Mangus blocks it. Mangus sweeps it away. In comes the Cougar. Cougar starts driving it. Pass comes over to Wickware. Wickware knocks it away. And they stop play at 11:49 for offsides, and we're going to form up towards the center. Battershell will take the puck. And they drop it. Battershell sends it into Cougar territory. Cougar defense has it. Looking for an option to pass. Intercepted by, looks like Battershell. Sends to center. Mangus applies pressure. Going after the defense to get it back. In comes Wickware. Steals it away. Driving towards the net. He shoots. Knocked away by their goalie. Great shot by Wickware. Cougars come out behind the net. Send it up to Schomer. It starts headed towards our goalie. Jansen comes in to intercept. Tig knocks it to Jansen. Jansen moves it around behind, spins. Schomer comes in and knocks it away. Cougars are centering it. Looking for an opportunity. Wickware is applying pressure. They shoot. Glove by our goalie, Tig. What a great stop by Tig. At 11:06 on the clock, it's Cougars 1, Flyers 0. All right, we're forming up on the line. It looks like Schlater, Garza, and Ashlock on the line with Alcorn on D. They take the drop. It goes into Cougar territory. Garza's racing after it. They're going to say it's in play. Garza gets there to the puck. Up behind him comes in with Schlater. They knock it forward. Alcorn's the only one between the goal and it. They break past Alcorn, shoot. Tig knocks it away. It goes to the corner. Flying pressure is Garza and Ashlock. They knock it back behind the goal. Alcorn gets a hold of it, battling, knocks one of them over. Cleanly gets the puck up to the blue line. They shoot and miss. Comes back to Alcorn. Alcorn's going to pass it up to Schlater. It gets past the blue line. Cougars are going after it. In comes Garza after it. Comes back and gets knocked forward by Miracle Castro, who's out now. He's applying pressure. In comes Alcorn. They shoot. Gloved away. Knocked away by Tig. Comes in, Garza gets a hold of it and rips it across the ice. It's probably going to be icing. That'll stop the clock. 10 minutes. It's 1-0 Cougars at the moment in the first period here at South Bend, Indiana. Here will come a line change. Out comes the Simonson-Smith way line with Jansen and Schomer on defense, it looks like. Simonson's going to take the drop in Ames territory. Passes it to his right. Comes back to him. He takes off with it with Way. Way has control of it, fighting 2-on-1. Simonson gets in there, moves it forward. They're going to stop the clock at 9:51 for offsides. Forming back up is the Smith Way Simonson line. Brem and Jansen on defense. Simonson will take the drop. Simonson passes it back to Brem. Brem shoots it forward to Smith and moves into Cougar territory. In comes Simonson after it. He'll race behind the net, get control of it, try and get it back over to our left. Gets put in the boards. Cougars take off with it, but getting plenty of pressure from Jansen, Way, and Smith. They get around and make a shot. Jansen blocks. Great block. Jansen's going to have it. Going to send it forward into the neutral zone. It keeps going forward. After it comes Smith and Way. Smith's in the right. They send it around. Comes to Way. Way knocks it to center. Intercepted by the Cougars. Cougars going to take off with it. Brem and Jansen are defending. They're applying pressure. In comes Smith. Smith passes to Way. Way is going to drive it down center and launch it over the head of the goalie as Ames executes a quick change. Out comes Battershell, Mangus, and Wickware, and it's the Schomer-Alcorn line on D. Alcorn rips it, stops the drive on the blue line, moves it forward to Wickware. Wickware moves it into the neutral zone. With pressure being applied, it centers it, intercepted. They send it back. They're on the red line heading towards us. Schomer's making himself wide. He blocks the puck, drives over it. In comes Mangus. Mangus and Schomer taking off with it. Intercepted, and they shoot and miss, knocked away by Alcorn. Alcorn almost scores a goal from the other goalpost. Gets it back to the other side. In the right corner is Mangus and one of our other players. They knock it over to the left wing. The other player was Battershell. All right, Alcorn gets in there and knocks it away. Now the only player is Schomer to defend. Schomer's racing against the Cougars. They get into the corner. Schomer's guarding the house. Alcorn knocks it to center ice. Comes back from the Cougars. Then comes Schomer to knock it away up to Mangus. Mangus on the right wing moves it to center. Racing against the Cougar defense. Battershell keeps it going forward. It'll go to the left corner of Cougar territory as Ames executes another line change with fresh legs. Mangus remains out with Wickware. Out comes Miracle Castro on defense. Garza's on offense and Jansen on D. Jansen at the blue line of the Cougars sends it forward, and they're going to call offsides at 7:33. It's Cougars 1, Ames 0. First period in South Bend. Taking the drop will be Garza with Schlater and Ashlock out. He passes it forward. Cougars gets a hold of it, and Garza's taken off. He puts it in the corner, fights for it, gets behind the net, spins, tries to shoot it under the skates. Good shot. It comes back around to the other side. In comes Jansen to stop it. They get past Jansen. Leander sends it forward to the blue line. Intercepted by Cougars. Cougars launch it into our right corner. In comes Leander. He's going to send it back and around to the blue line. Intercepted by Cougars. They send it to center. It gets blocked by Leander. Leander sends it forward to Garza. Gets across the blue line of the Cougars, and they battle on the left wing. Ashlock, Garza fighting. In comes Schlater to knock it. It gets knocked back behind our goal on the boards. Schlater's going in the corner with Leander. Cougars send it to the blue line. They'll stop play at 6:38 because of offsides. 6:38, it's 1-0 Cougars. All right, we're forming up at center ice. We've got the Simonson, Smith, and Way line out on offense. Simonson drops the puck forward. It gets knocked back. In this Brem and Alcorn in defense. Brem is battling on the left. Way takes it, centers to center ice. Air launched by the Cougars and stopped by Brem. They attempt some shots on tie, get stopped by Alcorn. Lots of battling in our left wing. It goes back to the blue line, back to the net. And Alcorn clears it to the other side. In comes Smith, looking for an opportunity to pass up. Passes it up to Simonson. Simonson takes off with it Way. Simonson shoots. Knocked away by the goalie. Stopped by Way. Battling in the left wing. Cougars get possession of their blue line. Send it back. Sent forward by Brem. Battling in center ice. Cougars send it to the center again. Intercepted by Alcorn. Then coming up with Brem, and they put it into our left corner. Back to Brem. Brem centers to Simonson. It comes to the right. Intercepted and shot back. And they're going to call offsides at 5:40. Another line change for Ames. Putting fresh legs out. It's the Schomer-Jansen defensive line, along with Mangus, Wickware, and Battershell. Battershell is going to take the puck. We're formed up on the right side in center. Here we go. Knocking around back over to Wickware. He pivots. Sends forward. They fight for it. A little pressure over to Jansen. Jansen knocks it forward. Goes loose. Goes behind the net. Battershell gets a hold of it. Sends it behind their net to Mangus. Mangus centers to Schomer, who then sends it to Battershell. There's a fight in the center, and Battershell takes off with it. Supported by Wickware. Wickware is coming in and gets bounced back to Schomer. Schomer sends it up to Mangus. Mangus is going to shoot it. Gets intercepted by one of the Cougars. They send it back on the boards to Jansen. Jansen stops the puck, and it's intercepted, and they shoot and score on tag. That'll be 2-0 Cougars. 5 minutes to go in the first period. Ames will execute a line change. Out comes a new offensive line of Schlater, Garza, and Ashlock, with Jansen and Schomer staying on D. Garza's going to take the puck. Flyers moves it forward. Comes back over to Ashlock. Cougars intercept. Jansen's on the hunt. He gets in there, stops the drive, turns it back to Ashlock. Ashlock sends it to the blue line. Goes up to the blue line to Garza. Garza's getting put in the boards. Stick goes wild in the air after he gets hit. Cougars are going to drive to the blue line. Schomer's waiting for him. He fouls up the shot. In comes Leander, who's coming for Jansen, and he knocks it around the boards. Comes back up to the blue line, gets knocked forward, and then knocked away by Leander in front of the net. They're setting up for a shot. Goes to center, interrupted by Schlater. Schomer gets a hold of it, puts it over on the left wing. Ashlock's on the left side battling. It gets past him into Schomer. Schomer gets a hold of it, and we'll send it back around the boards to Schlater. Schlater battles for it. It goes loose, gets behind the net. Schomer's got it. Battle in the left side. Kiddick sends it forward. Stopped at the blue line by the Cougars, but the Cougars start retreating to their territory. In comes Garza at full speed. Stopping at the blue line is Leander. It's a free-for-all. Here's Ashlock sending the center to Garza. Intercepted by the Cougars. It goes wild and goes back to Leander. He keeps it in the neutral zone with a slap from the Cougars that'll send it back around the boards, all around the world, and back around to the blue line. Cougars are on the right wing trying to come in. Alcorn's now on defense, along with Brem. It looks like we've got Simonson and Smith way line out on offense. They're going to try and get it to center, and they get intercepted by Alcorn. On the right, Smith gets it out to center. Battling with Way and three Cougars. The Cougar sends it behind the net. Alcorn gets a hold of it, says, I'll send it the rest of the way. Goes to the blue line. They send for a shot, blocked by Brem. Here they come shooting again. Stopped by, looks like Smith. Nope, that was Simonson that stopped it. It's now in Cougar territory. Simonson and Smith are on the hunt. Simonson's at center. Simonson's battling. Way battles. Shoots to Smith. Smith tries to get a hold of it. Gets knocked down by a Cougar. And Brem comes in to keep it in Cougar territory with 2:36 to go. Alcorn on the other blue line stops it from coming around the world. He passes it over to Way. Way passes to Smith. Smith gets nailed but tries hard to get it in. Nice play. All right. Gets to Brem. Cougars intercept. Cougars try and shoot. Alcorn intercepts and takes it away. And they're going to stop the clock at 2:15 Nope, they're not going to stop the clock. Stop that. They're going to keep going. It's fair. Alcorn's behind the net with it. We're executing some changes. Out comes Schobert. We have Battershell, Smith, and Mangus out. Mangus gets possession in the center, passes up to Smith. It gets over to the left wing. They're going to send it around. Airborne. Behind the net. Schomer's chasing hard after it, looking to pass it up to Mangus. Intercepted by the Cougars. Goes to their blue line and comes back. Battershell's battering forward in the left wing. Out comes Jansen. Jansen's going to stop it right behind the net. Send it back around. Gets stopped by the Cougars. Jansen's going to try and put it in the air, and they're going to stop play. At 1:33, they're going to call a penalty. That penalty will be on, it'll be some sort of a contact penalty on Battershell. Ames will be under penalty when we start again at 1:33 on the Ames side. It's going to be Garza, Mangus, Schomer, and Jansen with Tig behind the net. Ames under penalty. Garza gets a hold of it, starts taking off. He slaps it up into the neutral zone. Him and Mangus go forward. Jansen and Schomer move up to the blue line of the Cougars. Cougars are charging at full speed. They start moving fast. Puck is loose, headed towards Tig. Schomer intercepts in front of it, gets it behind the net, slaps it up to Mangus. Mangus is going to move it up the boards, gets it past the defense of the Cougars, and Garza's there racing for the puck to get behind the net. They send it back around on the boards. Schomer's there, knocks to center. Cougars send it back. Schomer's going after it, passes back to Garza, who's speeding his way around. Gets over to the other side. We're going to execute a change. Jansen and Schomer stay out. Out comes the Smith, Sorensen. Nope, Smith and Way, Simonson and Way come out. Way's battling at center ice against two. He's on top of the puck, and they're fighting for it. Simonson knocks it away. Cougars get a hold of it, but Simonson's applying pressure to show Schomer. They shoot and hit the back of the net. Now there's a battle right on the left side of the net. Schomer's putting them in their place. Jansen's putting them in their place. They're fighting behind the net. And the ref won't stop it. Finally, one of them knocks it forward, goes across. It'll probably be icing. And they'll call icing with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Ames still under penalty. It's 2-0 Cougars. We have Simonson and Way out on offense. Leander and Alcorn on defense. We're going to face off right by the net on our left wing. 7 seconds left, under penalty, 10 seconds left in the period. Slapping it to the right, Way knocks it forward, gets it across the blue line. Way comes in to intercept, they launch it down, intercepted by Simonson, and that'll stop the clock as we go back to full strength to begin the second period. So here we are, we're going to end the first period with Cougars 2, Ames 0. All right, welcome back here to South Bend. All right, we're forming up for the second period here with the Smith, Simonson, Way line. Alcorn and Leander on D, and Simonson moves the puck forward. Cougars are going to take off with it. It goes back into our left side. Leander's chasing after it. Gets with another player, sends it forward to Way. Way shoots the center. Captured by Smith. Smith passes back to Way. Gets the Cougars intercept. Smith goes after it when it goes wild. He chucks it up forward to Way. Way gets into the corner, sends it over to Smith. There's a battle in front of the net. The puck goes loose to the boards on the left. On the right, excuse me. Alcorn's there. The red line, he shoots it over to the opposite corner. Gets behind the net. Ames will charge forward. Cougars get a hold of it. Cougars break loose. Leander knocks it away. Smith pivots and gets it back over to our possession. In comes Way. Cougars get a hold of it. Gets stopped at our blue line. Battle in the middle. Slapped by Smith. It gets back into Cougar territory. 12:02 to go. Cougars have it while Ames executes a change. Leander's chasing after him while they're in the middle of the change. Oh, Leander puts one of them in the boards, and they're not. That's okay. Get behind the net. Alcorn's working hard, knocks it away. We've got this. Let's see here. We have Mangus. Then we've got what looks like Battershell out, along with Wickware on offense. We got Leander and Alcorn still on defense. We're battling behind their net with it. They pass it up forward to the blue line, gets to the red line. Alcorn gets a hold of it, rips it, and shoots it at the goalie, hits him in the knee pad, and they're going to stop play at 11:23. They're going to call it offsides, dropping the puck on center ice here at South Bend. Last night, a bunch of our team got to enjoy the Notre Dame versus Wisconsin game over at the Conference Center, where Notre Dame's Fighting Irish won in overtime. All right, now we have the Battershell, Wickware, and Mangus line. They took to get a hold of it. Wickware has it on her left wing. He's moving forward with it. Gets two of their guys on him. It gets loose back to Brem, who's on defense with Jansen. Brem knocks it forward. They stop the clock, and they're going to call it offsides again on 11:07. Forming up. It looks like in the center and our right wing on their side. Battershell knocks it over to Mangus. They get into it in the boards. Mangus is fighting, trying to get it loose with four of their people. Mangus somehow gets loose with it. Awesome job. He's going to shoot it. Gets it across over to Wickware. It gets to the boards. Cougars intercept. In comes Battershell to knock it away to center. And Mangus is waiting, and they start fighting for it. Going to the other side for a fight as they crash into the boards. Comes back to Jansen. He rips it to Wickware. Over to Wickware, he gets a hold of it, fights for it at the blue line and gets stopped. Nice check from Battershell. He put one of them in the boards, stops the motion that goes loose, comes back to Battershell, and they fight for it at center ice. In comes Garza, full speed. He comes off on the right side, gets a hold of it, stops it. Jansen stops it at our blue line, slaps it over to Brem. Brem sends it to center ice to Wickware. Intercepted by Cougars back to Brem. Brem sends it to the red line. In comes Jansen. He's going to move it forward, send it all the way up behind the net. Jansen goes out. In comes Alcorn. Battling up front, comes back over, and Brem's waiting. He knocks it away. Good stop by Brem. Brem's going to go up with it. He's going to battle them. He goes to their center. They went to rip it away. They end up tapping it. All right, Alcorn and Garza over here applying pressure. They knock it into our right corner. Out comes Schomer after it, and it ends up being icing, stopping the clock at 9:38. It's 2-0 Cougars here at South Bend. All right, we've got Ashlock, Garza, and Schlater out for our offensive line. Garza's going to take the puck in Cougar territory with Kinnick and Chase on defense. Tig sitting in the net. Garza sends it back over to Schomer, who sends it forward. Intercepted by a Cougar. Cougar can't keep control of it. Alcorn makes some long skates, gets in front of him and blocks. They shoot it at Tig. First shot gets deflected. Someone comes in behind it, rebounds it, and puts it in behind Tig. It will be 3-0 Cougars in the second at 9:26. All right, we're going to have a line change here. It'll be the Smith, Simonson, Way line coming out on offense with Schomer and Alcorn on defense. Simonson setting up for the puck. Fights for it, comes to the right to Smith. Schomer knocks it forward, crosses the Cougar blue line. Battling forward is Simonson, and they knock it back to Schomer. He passes to center to Way. Ends up in the corner. Way intercepts it. It doesn't go far, and Alcorn gets to it at the blue line. Schomer gets it, knocks it back around the boards. They shoot center and miss. Comes over to Way. Way passes it. Intercepted by the Cougars. They put it in the corner. Schomer will come back again. Send it back around. They send it back, and Schomer says, nope, I'm going to send it to your buddy. And it goes to number 9, Soren Smith. He passes it forward to Way. Way's got it, passes it back to Smith. Smith is driving against half their team. He shoots. Stopped by one of their defenders. Great shot, though. Simonson's waiting in the corner for the rebound and sends it behind to Smith. Smith stops it. They battle behind it. Goes airborne, gets up to the boards, back to Schomer on the blue line, and he keeps it in Cougar territory. 8:22 to go. Schomer's got it again. He rips it at the goal. Gets blocked. Got a great shot. Simonson's over in the corner with Way and Alcorn battling for it in the left wing. They try and send it. Stopped by Alcorn, and he sends it up the boards into Cougar territory behind the net, where Smith is waiting. They get it. Send it back to Alcorn. Gets tipped off by one of the Cougars. Back to Schomer. He's going to send it all the way around. Oh, no, he's not. He was faking. He sends it up to Way. Way has it. In comes Alcorn to save it. Puts it to the red line. On the right wing, we got one of our folks that looks like Simonson sending it around. Him and Smith are battling at the boards, trying to get it away from the Cougars. And they stop the clock at 7:37. It'll be an offsides call. It's Cougars 3, Ames 0 in the second, here at the Icebox in South Bend, Indiana. Here with the Notre Dame tournament, we've got the Wickware, Mangus, Battershell line. It gets over to Mangus on the right boards when he's battling. Gets back to Leander on D, and Leander knocks it over to Wickware. They get it, they send it over to Jansen. Jansen sends the center to Battershell, and Battershell takes off with his line. Being poked in behind, they don't stop him. He shoots on the goalie, and the goalie can't hold on to it, so he leans forward and lays on it. Stopping the clock at 7:18. We'll form back up deep in Cougar territory, where Battershell will get a hold of the puck. He sends it to his left to Wickware. Wickware and Jansen get a hold of it. Jansen slaps it into the skate of one of the other players. They try and get it across. Leander's waiting at the red line. In comes Jansen on the blue line. We're going to apply pressure, make it so they can't center it. Defending the house to Leander. Jansen knocks it away. He's on the left. He passes it up to Wickware. Great catch by Wickware. Wickware's going to take it up with Battershell, it looks like. Jansen, Battershell, and Wickware on the left. Jansen gets it forward. Great positioning. All right. They send it back. Jansen sends it to Wickware. Jansen gets it again, passes it up along the boards. The offense moves in. It comes to the other side, and Mangus is waiting for him. He gets a hold to center. Mangus shoots it again. Gets to Wickware. Intercepted. Jansen's in position to defend. They're going to try and shoot the center. It's knocked away by Leander. Over to Mangus. Back to our side. 6:16 to go here at Indiana. Jansen's in the right corner. Sends it forward to Mangus. It ends up getting knocked back behind the goal. Leander's battling. Tries to center. Tig is sitting there. In comes Jansen intercepting and make him go to the other side. Good positioning. Leander's on this one kid who's got it, and he is fighting. In comes Mangus to get it away. It goes to center, and their defender was anticipating it. He gets it, but Jansen chucks it out again, up to the blue line. Mangus comes in to get it. They send it back around the boards. In comes Wickware after it. It passed the center. Jansen was there. He sends it forward. Their defender sends it back, and Leander gets a hold of it, rips it back up to the blue line. It goes forward and then comes back to the corner. Jansen comes in at the corner. Leander's there in front of the house. They shoot and miss Tig. They try and set it up to the defender. In comes one of our players that knocks him over. They shoot on Tig again. Tig knocks it away. Great stop by Tig at the 5:10 mark. All right, we're in the center. Wickler's going after it. He's chasing after it. Looking for an opportunity. He's going to pass right to Simonson, or is he going to go after it? They're going to go in the corner. Two of them battling Wickler. Cougars take off with it. Brem is out now on defense with Alcorn, and Brem's in front of him going, nope. They shoot at Tig, and he knocks it off to the side. It goes up in the air and almost lands in the net. Tig knocks it away. Great stop. All right, we have the Way, Simonson, Smith line, it looks like, out now. Way has it. Left wing, shoots at it. It's blocked by one of their defenders. Way passes to center. Alcorn gets hold of it, rips it, bounces off a player. Brem in the left gets it, sends it forward, and they're going to stop the clock at 4:25 for offsides. It's Cougars 3, Ames 0 here in the second period at Icebox in South Bend, Indiana. All right, the Smith, Simonson, Way line will set up. Simonson's going to take the drop with Alcorn and Brem on D and Tig in the net. Our team's doing really good, having fun at the tournament today. They're hoping for a win here. Here they go. They're driving on us. Alcorn and Brem are applying pressure. They strip it away. They shoot. Knocked away by Brem. They shoot again. Blocked by Brem. Brem takes it to center. And one of our players has it. It's like Simonson taking off with it. Got 2-on-1. They're defenders. They get a hold of it, knock it to the red line, and Brem is waiting there. They get it back around their net. Alcorn will get a hold of it. He's going to try and look for an opportunity to pass as we change out. Well, we're not going to change out. We are going to fight for it. Gets back behind the net. In comes Brem to knock it forward the Way. Intercepted. Brem and Way come after it. It goes past the blue line, headed towards Cougar territory, and everybody races after it. Brem's going to go all the way, coast to coast. Come get it. Knocks it back. Way and Garza are out there, and they fight for it in center ice. Garza puts the speed on it, moves it forward into Cougar territory while we execute a change. Jansen comes out. Kinnick comes out. So it's Jansen and Kinnick on D. It's Garza, Schlater, and Ashlock on offense. All right, they shoot it backwards. Gets to Kinnick. Kinnick sends to center. And they're going to say offsides. We're going to form up in our territory. Cougars are going to execute a line change. It's 3:03 left in the second period. It's Cougars 3, Ames 0, as we'll form up deep in our territory. Garza will take the drop with Schlater on the right wing, Ashlock on the left wing, Jansen and Kinnick on defense. Garza knocks it forward. The defender was waiting in the blue line. He gets a hold of it and rips it back behind the net. Garza's racing forward. Kinnick's looking to pass. Pivots, sends it back around to Schlater. Schlater sends it forward to Garza. It battles with their defense. Four of them come in on Garza, and it gets loose to one of their players. Jansen fouls it up for him so he can't shoot. He tries to pass it. It gets to Garza. Garza sends it forward. He puts on the speed wheels. He's racing the defense. Go, go. And they call icing on it to stop the clock at 2:30 in the second period here. It's Cougars 3, Ames 0. All right, we'll execute a line change. It'll be the Battershell, Manx, Wickler line with Jansen and Shomerandi forming up in the Ames territory. 2:30 to go. Battershell knocks it forward. One of their defenders rips it at Tig, and he kicks it away. Great stop by Tig. Comes around the corner. Jansen pushes him away so they can't get a shot. Now it looks like Kinnick has it. Kinnick puts it over to the right or the left. Kinnick's going to drive it up with Battershell. Battershell makes a shot. It goes to the left slightly. They have it behind the net. They're going to take it behind the net. Battershell's going to chase it. They send it up the board to their wing. Their wing passes it and misses. It bounces back and over by Schomer. They get a hold of it and try and shoot on it, and Jansen blocks the shot. Great block. They rip it from the center of one of their defenders, kicked away by Tig. Mangus on the right knocks it forward, kicked away by a Cougar. Jansen in the back sends it up to Wickler. Wickler is going to try and take off with it. He's got... All right, they've got it. They send it back to Schomer at the blue line. To stop it, Wickler's got it. Schomer sends it forward. They stop the clock. And they're going to say offsides at 1:28 to go in the second and we'll execute a line change here at South Bend. Okay, it looks like Leander and Alcorn out on D. It'll be the Smith, Simonson, Way line on offense. Simonson's going to take the drop as they try and drop it forward and leave. They're in center ice. Cougar territory. Cougars shoot it. Alcorn goes after it. At our blue line. Slaps it back up to Smith. It gets across their blue line. They get a hold of it, rip it back to Alcorn. He passes up to Smith. Their blue line. They fight for it. Back to Alcorn. He goes to center. Shoots over towards Simonson. They get a hold of it and slap, and they're battling in Cougar territory where they pivot, head our way. Leander fouls it up so they can't take off. But it gets loose, and Alcorn gets it in our territory. It's going to go to the back, and he's going to rip it back up the boards. It's to Smith. Smith to Simonson. Gets a hold of it from the Cougars, and they shoot it back behind the net. 46 seconds to go. Leander has it behind the net, looking for an opportunity to take it. It's put in the boards. Come on, guys. Battling with Alcorn and Smith in the right corner. Their defense gets a hold of it. Way comes in, and Battershell takes off with it and knocks it away. Way's going to apply pressure, and then Leander comes in and knocks it away. 25 seconds. It's at our blue line. Simonson's taking off with it. He's got Smith going up with him. He's going to try and make it with Smith. Smith and him get to the goal and shoot. They hit the goalie in the pads. They're battling behind. Cougars come out with it. Cougars are driving, but Way is applying pressure. Comes back across the blue line to Alcorn. He sends it up the Way. Cougars get a hold of it. They're crossing the blue line. They shoot at it, and the clock stops. And that will end the second period here at South Bend. It is the Cougars 3, Ames 0. We'll be back in a minute.
This wasn't pushed in all the way.
Dig deep inside you to find that method, that mode that wants that hunger to survive, just to ride the grind, to take it the way you gotta take it and never stop. I came to win, yeah, I came to win. I came to win, yeah, I came to win. I came to win, yeah, I came to win. Can't no one stop me, yeah, bring it in. I came to win, yeah, I came to win.
Let's go!
Top down, faded windows tinted.
All right, we're going to start the third period, 13 minutes. The Mengus Battershell Garza line. Mengus on the near boards. Puck comes loose. Jansen taps up the far boards for Garza, who puts it in their zone. Back to neutral. They turn around, make entry, and it is tapped away by Brem, who brings it up the near wall. Skates it in, taps it into their zone. Look for Garza to the far corner. A wall, and a long shot taken wide. Mengus sends it center for had a couple of people there, and also a couple of defenders just couldn't fight it through. It's up and out of play into their bench. We are down 0-3 in the third period, 12-18 to play. We face off their end far side. Jansen takes it up the near wall, knocks around behind the net, picks up again, centers for, nope, picked off. The Cougars bring it in with speed. They've got someone net front, but it's taken away by Jansen, who sends it around the boards at the near wall. Mengus stitches it away and sends it to the neutral zone, where the Cougars have to reset. Jansen makes a play up the far boards. It's into the far corner where Garza's hunting it down, pinned by a Cougar. Still duking it out. Cougars recover and clear. Neutral zone. Alcorn taps it back in offsides. We're going to go back to the Smith-Simonson-Way line with Alcorn and Schomer defense. Schomer takes it near wall, sends it far corner in their zone, and icing. We'll bring it back. This would be a face-off our end near dot. There's the drop. Our corner. Cougars trying to set something up. Center. Alcorn collects it. And looking the center. Gets it out to Smith. Nice tape-to-tape pass. Smith sends it into the near corner back around the net. Little dump and chase. Way collects it far corner. Sends it back behind the goal. Simonson centers. Can't connect with Smith. Alcorn fires a rocket launcher off the mount, rebound. Way taps that in after it cannons off the backboards. Really didn't have a chance. That was the way to do business. Hold by Hudson Way. And he takes the gloves. We're going to stay with the Smith-Simonson Way line. Alcorn and Kilmer defense. Cougars attack. They've got three wide. Can't connect on a centering play. Near wall. Soren breaks that up. Cougars center. Where it's turned around by Colton Simonson, who skates it out, loses it. Whoa! Did you see that? Okay. Looked like a little bit of a... I'm not a referee. I need to respect that. Simonson at center ice skating it in. Broken up by the Cougars. They turn it around. Schomer steps up. Smith takes it away. Back behind our net. And he's taken away by the Cougars. Alcorn takes it back. Cougars are trying to center and set up a play. There's a stop by Tig off a couple of bodies. Alcorn sends it center for Simonson, who taps it into their blue zone and then line change. Cougar tries to break free. He's skating on Tig. Who shoots? Stopped. Was a little burst of speed by the Cougars. The defense pitched him outside to give Tig a better angle. We're going to change for the Garza Menges, I believe, Battershell line with Jansen and I'm trying to identify the other defender. Looks like Leander taps around the far wall off the face-off. Cougars try a long slap shot, miss wide, collected on the other side. Where Menges taps it away. Battershell forces it through the center. Can't get it going. Garza stitches it away from the Cougar. Sends it into their zone. It's back behind their goal with no one chasing. Cougars set up. Fire and clear. Where Leander collects and fire, turns around the other way. Battershell skates it across the blue line. Menges takes a shot screened. Jansen keeps it moving up the wall. Garza takes a long shot collected by their goalie. 8:37 left in the third. Good shift by both. We're going to swap for the... I believe this is the Wickware line. Schlatter, Ashlock, Wickler, Brem, and Alcorn on defense. Brem on the near wall, tries to tap it up. Cougars collect, try and tap and send. They're trying to skate around. Alcorn gets it up the near wall. Cougar lines up for a long shot, fires. Brem takes it off the body. Nice play. Sends it back to their zone. Where Cougars collect, bring it up the near wall. Brem tries a tap into the neutral. Tries forcing it forward. Gets it into their attack though. Has to get chased down by 3 Cougars. Alcorn collects, fires. Long shot. Icing. That was from behind the red line at center and still had some force by the time we got to the goalie. This would be a face-off our end near dot. I believe we're going back. It's going to be back to Smith, Simonson, Way, attackers, Jensen, and Graham on defense. Long shot by the Cougars, knocked down by Tide and sent away by Schomer. Excuse me, not Brent, Schomer. That looked like it was. Oh, a far ref caught an icing. The very vocal fans enjoying the hard work of the referees. Face off, Cougars force it in. And Smith skate, force it back out. Cougars offsides. (3-1), 7:09 left in this game. This is the Smith-Simonson Way line. Cougars force it in. Jensen collects back in his back wall, sends it up the wall for Smith, who tries to center, picked off by the Cougars, who trying to set up a far side play, missed shot wide. Smith tries to bring it up the wall. 2 Cougars pin him. Way comes into the scramble, and it's picked away by Colton Simonson, who skates it in, taps it away. He's got several Cougars. They get it away from him, but took a few. They send it up the far wall. It's anybody's puck loose. Colton sends it up the wall. Cougars try and enter, but it's broken up by Luke Battershell. Cougars turn it back around, try and skate in. He gets a shot off Tide, and it's up into the out of bounds. And that looked like it was up in the mask because Tide's adjusting his helmet. That side strap snap is coming loose. That's why he's scrambling with the mask. We're going to have a face-off our end, 6:10 left. Near dot is the Mengus line. With Leander. Cougar sets up for a shot. Glove down, knocked down by Tide. Far wall. Cougar setting up for another shot. They get it behind the goal. Alcorn tries to force it away. Tide pads it against the pole. It is not a goal. Face off our end, near side. Alcorn tries to send it up. And there's going to be a penalty on Alcorn. I think they're going to call it a boarding, but so 5:41 left. The Cougars will be power play. They're going to go with the Garza Mengus line. Looks like Leander will be your 4th for the penalty kill unit. Cougars collect, take it far side. Shot high. Menges trying to skate up. He clears it. Battershell against the wall. We send it down to their end to eat up some of this penalty time. Cougars turn around and on the attack. They take a shot wide left. Menges goes into several Cougars. Garza, he's skating. He takes a shot wide. They're very back to the word on the penalty kill. Garza slipped and took a shot. Cougars trying the same thing, and that is broken up by Leander. Nicely broken up by Leander. Extra effort keeping that one getting out of hand. He sends it up the far side. But Menges tries to clear. Cougars keep it in. They center and set up a shot. And Garza picks his pocket again. And it's a fitterist with Battershell, far wall. It's tapped away, neutral zone. Way collects it. Tries to turn it in. There's still 20 seconds left, and we've had 2 shots. He takes it. First shot was a rebound the goalie knocked down. Way stayed with it with a diving effort and puts it in the backside. That was an extra effort. Wow. That's shorthanded, a penalty kill, shorthanded goal. He fired on their goalie who knocked the first one down. He got the rebound, his own rebound, and put it back in. That's just sticking with it. It's impressive. This is Smith-Simonson way with Bremen as defense. Still a couple seconds left in the penalty. We clear it across a couple of lines, and they have to chase with Smith in pursuit. They try to skate out where it's even strength. 3-2 with 4 minutes left. Alcorn sends it up the far wall. Graham taps it back in, and it's offsides. We're swapping Jansen. It's going to be the Alcorn-Jansen defenders. We are bringing in the Garza Battershell Menges line for the attack face-off our end, far side. Face-off. Garza tries centering up the far wall. Cougars stop that. Fired back in behind there. And that Alcorn clears and then some. Their goalie has to play it away, but Garza collects in the far wall, sends it center, and they have to cover with the Menges coming hard to collect that rebound. 3:38 left. They're up 3-2. We're swapping out Alcorn for Schomer. Schomer Jansen defense is going to be the Menges Battershell Garza offense. RJ breaks up their attack. Makes second chance. Cougars shoot wide. They're trying to attack. It's gloved down. Battershell forward to Menges, who skates it up. He sends it into the offensive zone. The Cougars tap it back out. Garza collects in neutral zone. Tries to send it up the wall. Schomer breaks up an attack by the Cougars. They neutral ice again. Under 3 minutes left to play. Cougars waiting. Battershell and Menges combined to take the puck away from the Cougars. And nobody wants it. Garza has it far wall. He sends it up ahead of himself. Trying to skate clear. It's neutral ice. This looks like Leander waiting for his team to get back on side. He lays it in. Sends it center for Simonson, who couldn't get a skate onto it. This is the Simonson way. That's a hat trick for Hudson Way. Clear a lot of effort. He got set up well by his team, going to the right spot, and he puts in his third goal of the game, and we are tied With 2:16 left in the third against the Cougars. We're going to stay with this. We're going to stay with this Smith, Simonson way line. Alcorn on the defense, dueling with the Cougars, who sends it in. Cougars try and get it up. Leander taps it away from a Cougar who has to slow down and reset. They're still going to fire in, and they fire on time. Tapped away. Far wall. That was Simonson takes one away for Smith. Smith back to Simonson, and he gives it a stick battle, and two Cougars go down and lose sticks, and Creighton still gets the shot off. We're going to have a lot of line changing. Looks like Jansen back in the defense. Brem, this is going to be the Mengus Battershell Garza line. 1:31 left in the third period. Face off their end near side, and there's a little manipulation because they know just how fast Garza is. They try switching sides. Jansen. Cougars trying to come out with speed, gets a turn on Mengus at the near wall. Garza tries to slow it down. Brem sends it up back at the near wall. The Battershell to Mengus to Garza, forcing it into the near corner. Cougars try playing up the line. Well, Garza's still offside. We tried slowing the play down, but keeping some pressure on less than a minute. Wow. 59.1 seconds left. 3-3 tied. We'll bring it back in the Simonson, Way, Smith line. Your defenders are Schomer and Alcorn. We're going to puck drop neutral ice to Schomer. He sees Way on the far side. Gets it into their zone. They try and sending it up far wall. Alcorn keeps it in. Way centers Simonson. No, Smith just couldn't turn the corner on it. And it slips out. Offsides. Way and Smith rubbing elbows because that was a good look by both of them. Just couldn't close the deal. 41 seconds left. Flyers tapping it forward. Smith forcing it. Far wall. Way chasing it down. Alcorn, they get it over the blue line and it goes back. It is offsides. It's 39 seconds left. Tied 3-3. Face off neutral ice. Cougars try and pull it up. Alcorn skates through, turns it around. Simonson fires it back behind their goal. Cougars running it down. Smith trying to take it. Simonson breaks up a play nicely, and they go back to neutral ice, and the Cougars have to get back on side in a hurry. Sam Smith with a breakaway. He tries a backhand to her, gloves it down barely with 5 seconds left. Soren was getting hunted down. Had to get a shot, but great positioning, great skating. He's going to stay with this line, and we are Alcorn and Miracle Castro as your defenders. Under 5 seconds. We're going to puck drop their end. Puck hits the ice and is sent up the wall. And that's regulation time. So we fought back from a 0-3 deficit for a 3-3 tie. All the goals scored by Way.